Hey everybody, welcome to PBM's Video Entertainment, and welcome back to another episode of PBM's Home Media Reviews, a series to review and talk about movies. So, start churning butter and put on your church shoes because we are about to blast off because we are talking about Wreck-It Ralph 2, or as it's called, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Well, it's basically Wreck-It Ralph 2, but y'all get the point. Anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into the history of Ralph Breaks the Internet. So, Ralph Breaks the Internet was originally released in theaters back in November 21st of 2018 by Walt Disney Pictures, and this movie received great reviews by both critics and audience. Then on February 26th of 2018, it was finally released onto home media, and you can either get the 4K Ultra HD release with Blu-ray and digital code, or you can also get the Blu-ray release with DVD and digital, or you can just get a standard DVD release if you don't have a Blu-ray player or a 4K Blu-ray player whatsoever. And there was also a Target exclusive release of Wreck-It Ralph, which comes with 4K Blu-ray and digital. And there is also a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, which also comes with 4K Blu-ray and digital, just like with the Target release. And then somewhere around, I want to say late 2019, Ralph Breaks the Internet was re-released onto Blu-ray once again. And now we got the history part out of the way, let's jump into my copy of Ralph Breaks the Internet. Alright, we will now jump into my copy of Ralph Breaks the Internet, and I have the 4K Ultra HD combo pack. So, let's have a look at the front poster art. Here we have the 4K Ultra HD logo. Comes with 4K, Blu-ray, and digital. So, here we have Ralph Breaks the Internet title card, and here we have some of your favorite characters from the movie, and here we have some Disney princesses and some other Disney characters like Eeyore and Grumpy. Best animated film of the year says Callan Corrigan from comingsoon.net. Sorry if I mispronounce some names and stuff like that. And here we have Yes, Shank, and then here we have this guy right here, and here we have Nosmore, Ralph, and Penelope, and I want to say this guy's name is JB's Family? I'm not sure. I mean, I know I rewatched this movie last night, so anyways, Ultimate Collector's Edition at the bottom. Watch anywhere with movies anywhere, which is basically your digital movie code. Spine, Ultra HD Blu-ray logo, Disney's Ralph Breaks the Internet. Here we have Kirk Buffalo Ralph looking up at the computer mouse. Disney logo at the bottom. Same thing on the spine and the back. Blurb if you want to pause and read that. Here we have Ralph, Yes, and Penelope. Beautifully animated and clever, says Danya Schwartz from Entertainment Weekly. And here's the things that you're going to need for if you want to use a 4K Ultra HD disc. Here we have the Blu-ray, and both Blu-rays are region free, ABC. Rated PG in the United States, and the reasons why are because for some action and rude humor. And Disney movie rewards, and here's what it looks like without the slip cover. Yep. And code expires on February 26, 2014. So, here's what it looks like, the disc. Here we have the 4K disc. I love how they use this little this thing, like, you know, whenever it doesn't load, it shows this. Like if you go on your computer and stuff like that, you click something and then this thing like it tells you like it's not loading or something like that, you know. And here's the standard Blu-ray. The 4K one has really nice artwork, I will say. Yeah, they just use the thing that you see. I'm not sure what you call that, but yeah. But then, of course, yeah, excuse me, you have plain, boring artwork on the Blu-ray. Like, I wish Like, they would have, like, artwork for basically every single Disney Blu-ray release. Like, I know Pixar, like, they do artwork on 4K, Blu-ray 3D, regular Blu-ray, and DVD, and also their Blu-ray bonus discs as well, which that's awesome. Anyways, let me put this back in the slipcover. And now let's do the menu tour for the Blu-ray copy of Ralph Breaks the Internet. Alright, so we have now jumped into the menu tour for the Blu-ray copy of Ralph Breaks the Internet. So here we have play, special features, scene selection, setup, and sneak peeks. So let's go to scene selection like we always do. So let's see how many scenes we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 to choose from. Special features. So here we have Surfing for Easter Eggs, the music of Ralph Breaks the Internet, BuzzTube Cats, How We Broke the Internet, deleted scenes, music videos, and info. Let's see, deleted scenes. Here we have Into the Internet, Opposites, Dome Stick, yeah, Bubble of One, and Recruiting Grandma. Next, music videos. Zero, performed by Imagine Dragons. In this place, performed by Julia Michaels. And that's it for the music videos. And here we have info. And yeah, looks like that's it for the bonus features. Setup, let's go to that real quick. Languages. Here we have English 7.1 DTS HD Master Audio, English 2.0 Descriptive Audio, French and Spanish, Dolby Digital 5.1, subtitles. Here we have English for hearing impaired, English, French, and Spanish. And that's it for the setup. And sneak peeks, yeah, it's probably just going to take me to straight to the trailers and stuff like that. And the trailers are just going to play, like you can't even select what sneak peeks you want to view and stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, that's it for the menu tour for the Blu-ray copy of Ralph Breaks the Internet. So, it's time to talk about my review and thoughts on today's movie. So, let's have a talk about the story first. So, the story plot. Well, what is this basically about? Well, obviously this takes place after the first film, and, let's see. 6 years. For 6 years, Ralph and Penelope, they've been hanging out and after work and stuff like that, after their game work and stuff like that. Like, you know how Wreck-It Ralph's job is being a video game villain, and then Penelope's job is becoming a princess / racer in Sugar Rush and stuff like that. Yeah. And then one day, Penelope was like, hey, I wish I could race on, like, new tracks and stuff like that. Like, I'm already used to this and that. And so Ralph, he makes a little shortcut, and then Penelope decides to go for a little shortcut detour and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, like, as the racer tries to get Penelope back onto the normal track, the player accidentally breaks the steering wheel, and then everybody in Sugar Rush has to be evacuated before Litwack unplugs the game and stuff like that, which of course all of them made it out right on time. But then now the problem is they need to find a new steering wheel because the company that made Sugar Rush was discontinued and stuff like that. And so the only place they could find the steering wheel was eBay. And of course, let me tell you, eBay has some pretty nice old things that you can find. Anyways, back to the story plot. The story. Oh yes, sorry, I can't even speak. So yeah, Ralph and Penelope, they decided to go to the internet to hunt down a steering wheel from eBay and stuff like that. And so they found the steering wheel, but the problem is they need money in order to buy the new steering wheel, so that way it could be delivered to Litwax before Sugar Rush is completely gone, like that. So yeah, they tried everything to get money. Like, they try to steal Shank's car in order for them to get a lot of money and stuff like that. And then, well, once that failed, stealing Shank's car, they decided to go to BuzzTube and to make like random videos and stuff like that in order for them to make money and stuff like that. And then, as they were like, as this whole collecting thing was processing through with Ralph and Penelope, Penelope had a thought, like, she enjoyed racing on the slaughter race track and stuff like that. And so she was making decisions, like, does she get the steering wheel and then go back to Sugar Rush? Or does she, you know, stay on the new racing game with new characters and race on whatever track she wants? Because the slaughter race, it's kind of like with the slaughter race, it's basically kind of like a game. It's basically, what I'm trying to say is slaughter race, it's kind of like Need for Speed, Grand Theft Auto, and, you know, all those games that involves like racing, like open worlds and stuff like that. So yeah. And then Ralph realizes he may lose the only friend he ever had. Well, unless they could always, like, you know, talk on the phone and stuff like that. And if you've seen the end of Ralph Breaks the Internet, if you've seen the ending of this film, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, basically at the end, Penelope stays with Slaughter Race instead of Sugar Rush, and then, but of course, Penelope and Ralph, they keep touch. Sorry, why did I say that weird? Never mind. Anyways, basically they keep in touch, like with their little phones and stuff like that, and they see each other once in a while, maybe around like holidays or something like that, you know? Yeah. So what do I think about the story plot? Not bad, I will say. Not a bad story plot. And I gotta say, these Wreck-It Ralph films have like emotional parts too, like somewhere at the middle part and at the ending part, like they have like emotional parts and stuff like that. I mean, that's Disney. I mean, not every Disney film has like emotional parts, you know? But anyways, yeah, not a bad story plot. Now, I mean, I will say I do have like one issue with the story plot. Like, I kind of have like an issue, stuff like that. Like, almost feels like Penelope should have went back to Sugar Rush, because what if players are like, hey, where the heck is Penelope? Like, why isn't Penelope a Sugar Rush racer anymore? Like, you know, that's why I'm kind of curious about that. Like, it almost kind of feels like Ralph and Penelope should have talked and think about that, you know? But if they decided to make a Wreck-It Ralph 3, where you have like a story plot of like missing Penelope in Sugar Rush and stuff like that, like you have like gamers like that have played Sugar Rush before, but it's like, hey, why can't we play as Penelope in Sugar Rush anymore? Why? What happened to her? Isn't she supposed to be princess / president and stuff like that, you know? But yeah. But overall, not a bad story plot, I will say. Anyways, now the characters. How about we focus on like the new characters? I think with like sequels and stuff like that, I think it's always best to kind of go for the new characters, or the characters that are introduced into franchises and stuff like that. Anyways, let's see. The green guy, I don't remember his name. JB's Family or something like that. Yeah, played by Bill Hader. Pretty nice lad. Pretty great ally to Ralph and Penelope. And then Shank, pretty nice character. Always up for a race. And then you have Yes, another great ally of Ralph and Penelope's. Anyways, the new characters, they're good. Had pretty great charm in this film and stuff like that. And now, let me say, of course, Ralph and Penelope, they got a lot more screen time. But feels like Felix and Calhoun, they don't get a lot of screen time as they do in the first film, if you know what I mean. Like, if you compare this film with the first film, like, Felix and Calhoun, they got a lot more screen time than the second film. Like, yeah. And I want to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog, my all-time favorite video game character. He got a lot more speaking roles in this film than than the first film. Like, in the first film, all he said was, if you leave your game, stay safe, stay alert, and whatever you do, don't die, blah, blah, blah. And then, if you compare this one, like, at the beginning of the part, Sonic has, like, a speaking role, and then at the ending part, he has, like, a speaking role again. Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is Sonic had more speaking roles in this film than the first film. Yeah. And now let's talk about the animation. The animation is amazing. Like if you watch it in 4K, the animation looks gorgeous. It looks amazing. Pretty great 3D animations of like the Disney princesses and some other Disney characters whenever Vanellope visits the Oh My Disney area and stuff like that. Yeah. So, pretty nice animation, especially, I gotta say, for like the sequels and stuff like that, the animation does look pretty phenomenal. Like if you look at really nice animation for this film and also Cars 3, Incredibles 2, Frozen 2, and stuff like that. Yeah. So overall, pretty nice animation. Well done, Disney. Now the soundtrack. Pretty nice soundtrack. Not a whole lot to talk about the soundtrack for this one, but overall, pretty great soundtrack. And now it's my final thoughts. So overall, do I recommend Ralph Breaks the Internet? Well, if you love the first Wreck-It Ralph, I think you'll enjoy this one too. Yeah. Even though this does focus more on like internets and stuff like that, like of course you got eBay, Amazon, BuzzTube, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google, blah blah blah. Anything that you see on the internet, it's basically in here. Yeah. In this film. Yeah. So, for me, what do I think? Why not? I'll give it a recommend. If you love the first Wreck-It Ralph, and if you love Disney sequels, you might as well get this one. Yeah. Well, that about wraps up this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.